Everybody in Epcot world, it is a parade of Hansons. So this week, my friend and I went to Food and Wine and got to see Hanson. Everybody in Epcot world, it is a parade of Hansons. I'm not even looking. Oh, that's so fun. They're kiddos. Southern children.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Sarah. Sarah's been giving us about a gallon and a half, roughly, of milk. We've started the insemination process for the second time. We're really hoping it takes this time. Look at that, guys. Just that one little branch has all of those grapefruit on there. This huge, multiple trees intertwined with an oak tree. But I've read that citrus really likes oak trees to be with them, so that's why we haven't cut that one down. We did cut down one a long time ago, but that one was leaning over the fence. But yeah, so we have some more over there. So many grapefruit. Cannot wait. Hey everyone, welcome back to Winter's Clover Homestead. I am in the RV and I just picked up my Azure Standard order. I also went to the grocery store right there because where we pick up, it's right across from the Winn-Dixie. So I got some things, lots of things today, and I just wanted to show you a little bit of my Azure Standard order and what that looks like in our meals this week. Like I said, I went to Winn-Dixie and picked up a few things as well, but we have a lot of things on hand that I can use for dinner. So just gonna start there and we'll kind of turn this around and you'll see, okay? Okay, so first things first, I picked up these noodles. I did put the prices on them. So this was a box of 12 for $32.73. So that came to $2.73 per box, and they're organic, whole wheat. They're just spiral noodles, nothing crazy, but for fast dinners right now, spaghetti or anything like that, or macaroni cheese, these are great because the kids can make them, and it's just a really fast meal that my teens can quickly whip out. I started working part-time, and so we are kind of all hands on deck when it comes to dinner. So this is just something that the girls could quickly make. So, all right, so I'm very excited that I found a butter bell. I don't know if you've ever heard of these, but they are so cool. So you stick the butter in this side, and it has to be soft butter, and then you put water down there, and then it can sit on the shelf, well, on your counter, and it stays fresh because the water seals the butter in. So there's no air that gets to it, and it can sit on your counter, it says, for 30 days. So I was super excited. I forgot to write the price on this, but it wasn't very expensive. I really didn't. I do care how much it is, of course, but it wasn't crazy expensive, and it's something that I have actually been looking for a long time. So I'm very excited that I found that on Azure. The other thing, funny story, I was at the store at Winn-Dixie, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get parchment paper so that I can make muffins. And I'm just like in my brain saying this over and over because, you know, mom brain, you're like, okay, I will forget this if I do not keep telling myself this. Totally forgot that I had put these baking cups in my Azure order. So I get out of Winn-Dixie and I literally get to my car and I'm like, gosh darn it, I forgot the parchment paper. And then lo and behold, I had ordered it anyway. So I was really excited to find these in my box because, you know, I forgot. So it's a pack of 4. You can get, I think, a bigger pack, but it's a pack of 4 for $7.60. So they come to $1.80 per 60 count, which is pretty reasonable because they're not bleached parchment paper or anything like that, and I feel very confident in making food in them. So we tried this a couple months ago, the ginger for sushi, and it was phenomenal. We had sushi so much. It was so good. It was so good. Literally, we just stuck a big slab of, oh gosh, my brain. What is that called? Salmon. It's salmon in the smoker, and then we made it into sushi. Guys, it was so good. It was like the kids are coming in. Sorry. It was like the sushi that you would get at the store. It was so good. So I got more nori sheets. Sorry, my brain was not going there and the kids are distracting me. So I got more of those. Those were $37.27. Now that sounds very expensive, but there's actually 50 sheets inside of this one package, and so that's actually, I feel like it's fairly decent price for that. It lasted a long time the last time I got it, so I was pretty happy with that. So that's kind of what I got. I also got this for sushi. I ran out of my rice vinegar. I really love putting this even in when I'm making fried rice and just adding that to the rice. It makes it really good. So I did get a bottle of that. That is a gallon for $20.13. It's a fine price. I think it's kind of expensive, but it's less expensive than buying the little bottles, if you know what I mean. When you buy in bulk, you get a better price. So, okay, so I got these. These are pretty surprises for the girls. So they love popcorn, and I was thinking, okay, we need some like quick snacks that we can do as a family as we're running off to our CC co-op and anything like that, or to Disney or wherever we're going. And so popcorn is one of their favorite things to eat. And so I got them the nacho cheese and the white cheddar that they can sprinkle on their popcorn to give it a little bit more of a fun little thing. And then, okay, we also got some pumpkin pie spice. Really, this is across the board. You're gonna see why I got that. Avocados. I got this because we are going to be making apple pie filling and lots of yummy things and some applesauce and all the really good yummies. So I just wanted to have something quick and easy that I could quickly cook these down and make something really fast and jar up for later. Okay, so I'm sure you see the giant boxes. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I also got a giant bag, a 25-pound bag of sushi rice. So we went through our sushi rice. We have a little bit left, but I wanted to stock up on that because it was actually really good and sticky rice. It was really good rice, good quality. So I have it marked here. So it was $71.73 for this 25-pound bag. And so that comes to $2.87 per pound. Now this is organic, non-GMO, all of those things. So yes, that seems very expensive. And regular rice, like medium grain or long grain from Azure, is definitely way less expensive, but that's definitely a specialty rice. So don't be scared of that price. Not all the rice is that price. It's just a specialty price. Okay, and then also, I almost forgot avocados for the sushi. So I don't know if you can see it, but I got 8 of them. I did not get a big box, even though they are on sale right now. I think they were in sale. I have to double check that. But I got 8 of them for $10.69, so it comes to $1.34. They're organic. I think that's comparable to what you're going to find in Publix or Winn-Dixie or even Aldi. Aldi might have less expensive ones, but I feel like I want organic anyway, so why not pay that price? So actually, I feel like that price is pretty reasonable when you compare it. So, all right, moving on to the big old boxes. Now, you could probably see that there's some big boxes. So I got some fun goodies. Let's start with this one. So I got, let me move this out of the way. I got one of my favorite things. I don't even like apples, guys, but I love Honeycrisp apples. And when we lived up north, we would go apple picking every fall and get apple donuts and apple cider and all of the things. And it was a whole like thing. So when we get Honey Crisp apples, it just kind of brings back those memories. But these are so amazing. They're tart but sweet, and they're crunchy, and they're not soft. They're just the perfect little apple. So these we will definitely be eating on. The kids will snack on these, all of the things. I'm also gonna probably make these into some pie fillings, those sorts of things. We'll definitely be making apple crisp. So that's what this 20-pound box is for. So 20 pounds for $24.91. Pretty reasonable price, I think, for Honey Crisp, organic Honey Crisp. The next ones that I got, okay, so these are the Honey Crisp. These are obviously a better quality apple. They're beautiful, really pretty and red. So when I was talking about the Honey Crisp from up north, this is what I was talking about. But I will say that the ones that we got off the trees up north were definitely larger than these. So I don't know if there's like different breeds of Honey Crisp, but these are definitely a little bit smaller, though Honey Crisp are usually a larger apple anyways. So I paid $36.50 per 20-pound box, which I feel like is definitely reasonable for apples, and organic apples at that. Moving on, I got pears. Now these are also the second, what do they call them? The number 2. So these are not like the best quality pears, but they will definitely make a really good pear butter. So that's what these are for. I'm sure we'll eat a few of them, but I don't see us really going to town. There's definitely a lot of like bad spots we'll have to cut off of there. But this box was only $14.58, which is a really good price for 20 pounds of pears. So these are definitely something we need to work on first before the apples, because the apples can sit for a lot longer. These ones are already looking kind of sad, so we're definitely gonna have to work on these right away. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing with the pears. I saw the really good price. We're not a big fan of eating pears. That's not our favorite. So we're just like, the pear butter is where it's at. So that's what we're gonna make. Okay, so now I am on to the last thing that we ordered, and that is sweet potatoes. I got these, because they're sweet potatoes, and we like to buy them in bulk because the kids like to eat them for snacks, or we use them for dinner or chili or whatever. So we use these in pretty much everything, especially through the winter, because who doesn't love sweet potatoes, right? So I bought this 20-pound box for $46.60. They're organic potatoes. So sweet potatoes that are organic. So anyway, so I just wanted to show you what's going on with my Azure Standard order. Obviously you can tell we're going to be making sushi again for a couple nights, and maybe even some lunches. Oh my goodness, how did I forget? I also got a book. I'm trying to get a book every other or a couple times a year from Azure. I have not finished the milking cow one. I'm almost finished with that one, which is a phenomenal book from Azure. Well, it's not from Azure, but Azure sells it. I'll have to look it up later what it's called, but it's the Family Milking Cow or something like that, but really great book. But anyway, so I got this book. It's called Preserving Food Without Freezing and Canning. So it's like getting back to olden days, and like if we didn't have refrigerators or anything like that, and how are you going to preserve your food? So this is kind of like the book about that. So I'm really excited to read through it. If I find anything really cool, I'll let you all know. But yeah, so always investing in the farm, always investing in my own education of homesteading and homeschooling and all of those things. So it's just something that we should all be doing, is continually learning, not just staying stagnant where we're at, but really taking time to just even read a page a day of something that's going to inspire or encourage or educate.